part number 11, which is the swivel plate. So this is the front view and this is the side view. So to do that, so first we will go for a new isometric part, then go to ordered, click on ordered and disable base and enable the base reference plane, and go to home, click on sketch. So click on the coincident plane as the front plane and go to project to sketch and say OK. So click on these two now. So then we want to create this. So first we're going to have a radius of 115. So to do that, so go to offset, take the distance as 115. So from here you take the offset command, then go to fit, then go to extend to next. You click on this and go to circle, take this end point, then the radius is 115. You click over this. Then again on this side also we want 115, which is at a distance of 35 mm from here. So go to offset, take 35 mm, go to circle, take the intersection point and take the radius as 115, and then go to offset. So here you take this width, which is of 100 mm. So go to offset, take the distance as 50 mm. So from here you take this 50 on this side and also on this side, and go to trim this portion and also trim this portion, and similarly you just go to extend to next on this side, and then go to trim this portion and also on this portion, and then delete the rest of the things which is not required. So then go to trim corner between this and this, between this and this, and go to close sketch. So click on home, click on extrude. So click on this, accept, and take the distance as 20 mm. So take 20 mm distance. Now just go to finish. So once you get this, so now we have this portion which has been completed till here, and now we have to have this portion, that is so from here we have 20, that is 16 plus 50, that is 31. Out of 31 we have 1 mm inside, so we will go to take 30. So to do that, so go to sketch, home, click on sketch, so click on this plane, and now you go to include or project to sketch. Okay, you select this portion and then you select this portion and this portion and take this inside. And now here we have taken the boundaries. So from the center you take 33, that is 33 on this side and 33 on this side. So to do that, go to offset, take the distance as 33 on this side, so also on this side. Then so from here, so what is the dimension? You are going to get this point. So to get this point, we need to have the dimension. So that dimension which is from here to here, which is the radius. So that dimension will not be getting here, but you can get this from here, which is of 90 mm. So that is from here to here it is 90, because you can see here this dimension is 66 and this dimension is 66. So this portion will going to sit into this. So this is the overall height. So from here to here it is 90. So to do that, so go to include or project to sketch and say OK. So just click on this and go to offset, take the distance as 90 mm. So from here you take this and go to trim corner between this and this between this and this. Now you go to extend to next. You take extend to next, then go to select, delete this line and delete this center line, and then go to trim this line and this line and this line. Similarly, you trim this, then go to trim corner between these two, similarly between these two, and then go to project, then go to close sketch and go to home, click on extrude. So click on this and also on this, take the dimension as 30 mm. So you take the distance as 30, then again go to finish. So once you get this, now we need to take 1 mm inside. So to take 1 mm inside, so you just go to sketch, click on sketch. So click on this plane and then you select project to sketch, say OK, select this line, this arc and this side and this side, and go to trim corner between this and this, between these two, and between these two. Once you get this, go to close sketch, then click on home, click on cut. So click on this profile and take the distance as finite extent. You take the distance as 1 and you just click on this. So finish. So once you get this, now we need to do the next portion, which is the counter bore here. So we have a counter bore of 22 and 30 to a depth of 7. So to do that, go to home, click on hole, click on this coincident plane as this plane, and go to this whole circle, come down to counter bore, take the diameter as counter bore diameter as 30 and drill diameter as 22. So here to do that, this is 20. So here you have 30, 22. So this is 30 and this is 22, and here the counter bore depth, which is 7 mm. So go to this and make it 7 mm and say through next. So here come down to project to sketch, click on OK, you select this, and this pitch is at a distance of 35 mm from here. So go to offset, take the distance as 35 mm. So you select this and offset, select this line and offset, and go to whole circle option and take this intersection point, and then go to close sketch and say finish. So this is how you're going to have the counter bore. And then we have the taper hole. What I need to do this before that, we're going to do this. So to do that, we have a center of radius, and from here also we want to have the radius. So to do that, so first, so go to sketch, home, click on sketch, click on this plane, and then go to fit, project to sketch, say OK, you just click on this, and then you just come down to this, take the distance as 35, go to offset, take the distance as 35. So from here you take the center, and then from there you take the circle of radius 88. So go to circle, take the intersection point of this and take the radius as 88. So you take the radius as 88, then go to offset, and then this dimension is taken 16. So on this side 8 and this side is also 8. So go to offset, take the distance as 8. You take this circle down, and also this circle up. Then go to project to sketch, say OK, select this center line, and then go to extend to next. So till here, you offset. Then you just come down to this and take the extreme point as 72. So extreme point as 72. So you take from offset. So you take 36. So from here you take 36, and also from here you take 36. And then go to circle. Then go to offset. Take the distance as radius 8. So we need to do this. So here there is one option. We can take trim between these two and trim between these two, and then go to fillet, and you take the radius as 8. One portion between these two as 8. Again from here, again you take trim here. Let us see. So then go to fillet. Go to fillet. Then you take this and this radius 8. You take this and this. So here, go to zoom area. Go to zoom area, and then go to fillet. Take the radius as 8. Take this portion and this portion, and take the radius as 8. Similarly, you just take trim these two, and then you delete these center lines. It's not required. This also. Then go to fillet. Take the radius as 8. So from here you take it on this side, and also from this side you have the fillet. Then go to fit. So then you just go to select these lines and delete this. Now once you get this, and go to close sketch, and then click on home, click on cut. So select this and remove it. So now we have the last one which you need to create, which is the tapered hole. So one side of this diameter is 14, and the other side diameter which I need to create. So 1/50 into 100, so which will be equal to half, that is 0.5. So that means 1/50 into 100. So taper of 1:50. So since the taper is 1:50, that is for every 1 mm, for every 50 mm there will be a reduction in diameter of 1 mm. For every length of 50 mm there will be a reduction in diameter of 1 mm. So to do that, so here it is 200, sorry, it is 100. So 1/50 into 100, that means it is going to be 2 mm. So this side you are going to have a 14 mm diameter, and this side you are going to have 12 mm diameter, which is at a distance of 15 mm from the extreme portion. So to do that, so I'll go to click on home, click on sketch. So go to parallel plane, you click on this, and you take the distance as 15 mm. So the distance is 15 mm. You take distance 15 and select on inside. Now we have the taper to be created. So now we need to create the taper. So go to project to sketch and say OK. You click on this. Then go to offset, take the distance as 14 mm. So go to offset, take the distance as 14. So from here you select this. So from there you need to create offset. Take 7 mm on this side. So 7 mm on this. So then 6 mm on the other side. So take 6 mm on the other side. On the other side, you take from here you take 6 mm. So go to line, take endpoint of this to endpoint of this, then go to select. You select this line and delete it, and you select this line and delete it. Then you select this and delete, and go to project to sketch and say OK. You select this line and also this line, and go to trim corner between this and this, between this and this. Similarly between these two. So now we have the entire cross section, and go to close sketch. And now here you just go to home, click on revolve cut. So click on this, accept it, and click on this axis and revolve it through 360 degrees, so that you will going to get the profile done. So these are all the things which we need to do in this. And now we will going to go to the material part. Swivel plate is cast steel swivel plate. So to do that, go to application button, go to information, go to material table, assign cast steel as the material to this model, and then go to application button, again go to information, go to file properties, go to summary, type swivel plate and say swivel plate. Okay, and then click on save. Come down to the part number 11, swivel plate, and say save. And this is how we can create this model in Solid Edge. So we can see this is the dynamic movement of this model, and which has been created. And finally you just save this